Motorsport saloons, who have provided some very close racing in the past. We join them on the 6th of 12 laps. There is another class of one-make saloon car racing now also running at Kirkistown, that of the Sunbeam TIs. And both, virtually this whole field of cars was brought over from Brands Hatch, where they were used for celebrity races. And all kinds of people have sat in these cars in the past, including former world champions, members of parliament, ladies' races. And so I would imagine in their history they have provided an awful amount of frights for a very large cross-section of the populace. Holland, Barr, Ferguson. You might say Holland barred the field. Still holding on there, just in the background, we saw Robin Steenson. Again, another man who's done a lot of auto testing, and it's a tremendous nucleus of motorsport enthusiasts down there in Kirkistown, Stewartstown area. And I think little Norman, and he is a very small gentleman, peering up over the steering wheel there, about to have another attack on the rather large Robert Barr. And certainly Norman would have a slight weight advantage over Robert, but it's not showing at the moment, and that's the trouble. These cars are just so close that when you do make an effort and it doesn't come off, it takes you a couple of laps to get back on terms again. Ferguson a bit slow through the chicane, in fact lost his concentration there for a moment, and you can see dropped right back again, so he's got an awful lot of work to do to get back that advantage all over again. Now Robert Barr is not going to take second place easily. I would imagine he's going to have some fairly desperate attempts at catching the man out ahead of him in the last few laps. They're on the 7th lap in the 12-lap race, and it's a lot of work and a lot of fun for those little motor cars. Again, a glimpse of Steenson in 4th place. In 5th we have Ian Kirkistown, and 6th is number 48 Michael Calvert, and then number 46 Jim Hamilton, only in his 2nd season. But this is the man that's doing it all right. Sponsored by Gary Gibson, the Formula Atlantic champion, and both of them, it's a very entertaining half hour if you manage to meet them together, because both of them talk away at 90 to the dozen. I don't think anyone knows what the other has said at the end of it. On their 7th lap, on their 8th lap, 7 laps completed of the 12-lap race. And again, Robert Barr beginning to look a bit threatening on the back straight. And it's interesting that Holland was in fact a second quicker than Barr in practice, and yet Barr is managing to stay with him and have an attempt to go by him right round the outside, and I doubt if that's going to come off. But it certainly was a brave attempt. One of the back markers coming into the pits. So we circulate in order, and then suddenly one has a bit of a pounce. So Barr has decided it's high time to dispose of this man Eric Holland, and here he goes again, but again on the outside of the circuit, desperately late on the brakes, and again Eric Holland, and they did touch that time. A little bit of paint swapping, and right up onto the 2 wheels. And Norman Ferguson now going to come through. So I think from a rather dull 8 laps proceedings, we're going to have a little bit of an escort war here for the last few laps. And Eric Holland couldn't probably believe his luck that it had all been so quiet, and then suddenly it's all started. There goes the curb hopping. And Barr, well lined up this time. I wonder is he going to try the outside, but you notice that Eric Holland keeping to the inside of the course so as not to leave a gap for Robert Barr to go down the inside under braking. The ideal line is to go right over to the left and then across for the hairpin, but you really can't do that because somebody will sneak down the inside. Oh, and Ferguson spun. Norman Ferguson spun there in the background, so it's down to 2 cars. It's going again just ahead of Steenson. So 2 cars, Eric Holland and Robert Barr. 3 laps to go. the Belfast banker, Robert Barr, treasurer of the 500 Club. So he takes all the receipts, and on a good day like this, they should be quite substantial. Up over the curbs again. And getting very close now to Eric Holland. Really having a huge try. He's been the star of Escort television races before, Robert, and he's certainly not letting us down again this time. And he's very close this time, able to tuck in behind Eric Holland, and this could be his big chance, but Holland's car definitely quicker down the straight. But Robert Barr very close this time, and I imagine Holland probably looking in the mirror more than he's looking in front of him, and then sneaking around the outside comes Robert Barr again. Eric Holland with the head down in concentration. 2 laps to go. And it's a difficult task, but about the only one in the field that could do anything about Holland is going to be Barr, because everybody else a long way behind. Still in 3rd place is Norman Ferguson, but he's dropped right down, and in 4th, Robin Steenson. And Eric Holland pulled out a little bit this time as they go down into First Colonial, and that's just the time to do it if you can keep a fraction in reserve and really try on the last lap, get that gap going, because we know that Robert Barr, in his frustration to get past, maybe now getting a little bit untidy. Holland right at both on identical lines. Down they come into the chicane for the last time, on the brakes, over the curbs, usual Escort hopping practice. And Barr would, I think, need to have been a little bit closer out of the chicane for a chance to take victory here. And all that can prevent Eric Holland from a start to finish lead is a braking mistake now at the hairpin. That, and Barr incredibly late on the brakes on the outside. Certainly never gave up trying, but it just couldn't have worked. And it's going to be Eric Holland coming up now onto his last lap. Eric Holland getting that nice little advantage and pulling away. And really, it looks pretty well blown for Robert Barr, because Holland, Barr in that hairpin effort just didn't manage to succeed. So Eric Holland, number 53, disappearing round Fisherman's now for the last time. There he goes, out over the curb again. And he really has judged it very nicely indeed. He had the advantage in practice, he made a perfect start. Barr made an equally good start from the 2nd row, all kept out of trouble in the 1st corner, but there is just nothing to match this man today. His car is perfectly tuned, he's driving perfectly, and this is the only place he can do it. Or do it wrong. And there he goes, Eric Holland, round the hairpin successfully. Robert Barr realising that any chances he had of taking victory in the car parts first championship opener are gone. Holland takes the checkered flag. Eric and in 2nd place, Robert Barr. 3rd, quite a way behind, Norman Ferguson just coming through picture now. And again, it was a consolation for the 3rd place man, Norman Ferguson. A new lap record of 1 minute 17.4 seconds. Other results at Kirkistown, Alan McGarty completed a fairy tale day with a win in the Formula Ford Invitation race. Just seeing the tail end of the Formula Atlantic race here as Trevor Templeton goes down into the hairpin, having led, surprisingly, Colin Lees in the new Ralt RT4, the Mahara Feldman considered to be firm favourite for this one. So, what a day's racing. A very good start to the 500 Motor Racing Club season with a packed grids and lap records here at Kirkistown.
Your commentator at Kirkistown was Alan Tyndall. Television presentation by Matt Carruth and Joy Williams. And now Rugby League and the final highlight.